Okay guys, we're here. We're going to take care of this light fixture right here. It's coming off the wall. Look at this, guys. They must be worried about this thing falling. It must be full of termites. Look at that cable that they put. That's an issue. If they put that cable because they think something's wrong, I don't know. Anyway, we're here. And Vinnie's opening up the place. Here's the steps right here. The top one. There's Vinnie opening up the lockbox. We went with gray. They want to get rid of the buff. They call that pink buff. That's called the buff at the cement yard. Anyway, this is the one that's broken. There's a little bit of broken stucco. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you look under there, you can see there's some broken stucco. Usually we mix our own stucco. We keep stucco packs on the truck, La Habra, and we also have one coat stucco. Anyway, with that being said, we bought a bottle of premix just to slap it in there because it's underneath and you're not going to see it, just to seal it up. But this is the broken step right here. So as you can see, if somebody steps off and that piece crumbles underneath their feet, that's a long ways down, guys. So, and here's the well, the laundry's far away. I thought the laundry was, let's see if there's anything in the closet, guys. My hands are full. Yeah, the laundry's right here. It might work. Because my cord, I think the welder will come to about right here. No, I might have to put, maybe short extension won't hurt it. We can try a short extension and see how it functions. And if it functions good, bingo. If not, we'll go get the generator. Because it looks like it's going to rain out here, guys. So anyway, we're here.
Refrigerator?
Huh? Do what?
Do you like these cold or no?
No, just keep, where's my water? Okay. Anyway, we got like, see, that's hanging, that somebody stripped a screw.
Right here.
So we bought new handles. We don't try to tap it.
All the strips.
Yeah. And then over here, they got a broken hinge on this Lazy Susan right here. It's not broken, it's just wet. Yeah, go get the welder and let's see if we, you know, get a heavy, get the shortest, heaviest extension, Vinnie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then over here, they want to change the, let me show you. They got another handle. They got one actually missing here. It's right over there, guys. They want a curtain rod here only. So we'll put it, we'll rest it right on top of here. They want an S arm like that one, whoever put that one in. They want one right here. So we're gonna put an S arm, use the same shower head. And it's nice units, it's one bedroom. Here's the bedroom, guys. See, it's been cleaned. See the vacuum? Let's try to stay. Anyway, we gotta change that fan. The switch is broke on it. And then this one, for some reason, the motor has a bad smell. So we bought two new fans that we're gonna be, Alicia will be here. Alicia's dropping Katie off to school. They got smoke detectors, but whoever installed them didn't put the dates. So we don't know what they are and how old they are, so we might change those. I haven't got a reply yet. Let's see. Not too much. You know, the step is the biggest item. Vinnie put these in, I think, right before the painters came in. They painted, it looks nice. So used to have a frame in here with the lenses, with the, you know, the panels with fluorescent lights in there. And so we just ripped all that out and we cut our holes. And then we left the holes we left the lights disconnected. You know, they got those little plugs. And then we let the painters come in and drywall it. Not drywall it, but fix the drywall. And then when it was all done and painted, we came back and put the lights. So everything's looking good. Vinnie did a good job on the lights. So I was telling him about the can lights that you did in the kitchen here. So anyway, let's go over here. Let's see what we can do here. I don't, maybe we can use a floor mat to put the welder on over here. Let's stretch out the cord and see how much cord we got. We'll use the floor mat for the wood to protect the floor. Yeah, because over here, this is the laundry, guys, and it has a 20 amp. That's on a 20 amp. so we might be able to use it. The only thing that,
This needs to be nearby too.
Yeah, that's true. So we might need an extension. We can try it with an extension, or we can just go get the generator. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab an extension cord.
Did you want to use the generator and give it some exercise? Or
So,
no?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but let me check it out.
I mean, if you want to run it, because it hasn't been running for a while, we could. You know what I mean?
Where will we put it? Down there? And then we're gonna run
No,
an
we would
extension cord to it.
we would put the welder on one of these steps that'll reach to the generator, and hopefully it'd be enough. Or we can bring the generator right up here. I don't give a shit. Put them both right here. Guys, we're gonna go and see what we're gonna do here, and then we'll get back to you in a minute here. Hey guys, we got everything set up where we need it. We're not gonna run an extension. We're gonna use a generator. This thing's got to be 27 years old. And this is the granddaddy right here. This has got a Briggs & Stratton. Sears. My dad bought it. And when I started my business about 30 years ago, he had it for maybe 5 years. And I needed one, and money was tight at the time. And he gave it to me. So put it to use. I'm not using it no more. It looks like we kept it nice. It's never stayed a night outdoors. It's always been indoors. And all I ever put in it, he used to put stay belt, but then I switched over to this right here, and it runs great. The only thing I've ever done to it was change the oil. If you look it up on the internet, you'll see them. They're like 38 years old or something. I just changed the spark plug on it a couple of years ago for the first time. It's cold right now. It'll be a bitch to start, but once it gets going, it'll go. I like to just take it and just get some fuel up to the carburetor there. I just kind of pump the fuel up a little bit, 1 or 2 times, real slow, and then we'll give it hell and see if it works. You want to start it, Vinny, and get it warmed up?
Mm-hmm.
He's not screwing around. He's doing a work order. He's updating the work order, guys. All right. I would choke it, full choke the first couple pulls, and then midway. So let's see. Let's put it on, and let's do 1 or 2 pulls on full choke. Okay, now go half. Go ahead, choke it a little more. Started, warmed up a few seconds, know that it's working. He's going to take a battery, a DeWalt grinder, and he's going to start grinding down here. I'll show you here. On some of these steps, you have the welds on this side, depending on when you bought the steps. Some have the welds on both sides. On this one, it looks like you got welds on the outside only, so he's going to take a grinder and work on those welds right there. And the hard one to do is going to be on the other side of the wall. Hopefully they're on the inside. I don't see how they could have put a weld on the other side where the wall is, so hopefully you can see that that plate is coming loose right there. These steps have plates like this guy. That one's still good, but then they get like that up there and they start separating. The plate starts falling out of it, and that becomes an issue too. So all right, I'm sure you don't want to hear that grinder. So as soon as he gets those welds broke, then we'll take a flat bar and just run it between there, because you don't want to bend these guys up. See these here? if they've been replaced, you'll see they're all bent up, and we try not to harm them at all. We try to keep them straight. So we do most of our work with the grinder. It takes a while, but we get it done. All right.
I'm gonna grab a 6-foot ladder.
And grab a knife, please. And
I'll bring electrical bag.
and we need a 4-foot ladder too.
I'll bring 4 electrical bag.
And I'll come and help you right now. Just get a 4-foot, 6-foot for your mom, and yeah. We got everything all set up here. Like I said, it's probably not a lot of work, but it's just time consuming. So, all right. All right, guys, got the tools up. Alicia's here. She brought us a bunch of treats here. I brought those, but those Twix, but Halloween. Say hi, Al.
Hello.
She's gonna get started on all this here. And we need 1 box for trash, Alicia, for downstairs for the steps. So
Sounds good, Alicia.
yeah, all right, guys. We'll check on Vinnie a little bit. I love this stuff. It's been running on. I've been buying this for years. That generator usually starts right up, even on cold. Well, it was cold and you saw how it started up. He's grinding the welds over there. I like to leave this open when we're using it. I like to make sure that we're not getting, when you tighten this too much right here, guys, you'll see teeth mark on the wire coming up. And when you have teeth mark on the wire, when it's coming out the end over there, you'll get in and out, in and out, in and out. It'd be like, it doesn't burn right. It fluctuates. It's like on and off because it hits the high spot. You get a good weld, then your arc goes away a little bit on this thin spot, or it breaks. So I like to make sure that I have this tight enough to get a constant feed, but not where it's making marks on the wire. And that's, you know, it says it in the book. Don't. Then of course we never do anything but heavy with it, so we leave it exactly where we need it, which is the hottest right here on D. But just because you have it on D, you can't go more than 2 with the wire we're using. If you go more than 2, if you go under 2, it'll go you'll get an arc, then you won't. You have to have the right speed to get a nice arc. But if you go too much, then what happens is your wire pushes you away from the work because it can't burn fast enough. So right here, usually there, or a little more or a little less, I'll know once he starts welding. And he's never really welded other than 2 times with this. So I let him do it all so he can learn. And the welds do not have to be pretty. They just have to be strong. So what I look for, we mostly spot tack. Basically, we're not trying to get some real long lines. Just some nice, maybe 2 or 3 spot welds. And that's all it takes to hold that step for years to come. And it makes it easier for the next guy that has to grind it off. If you put this silly ass long bead, somebody's gonna have to cut it in 8 years, 9 years, or even next year. I could be the one having to cut it next year. When people bring these refrigerators up and down, or heavy items, and they use the hand truck, that's probably how that got cracked. They came off of that top ledge and let it hit hard. Hi, how are you? Good. They came off the top ledge, and the hand truck probably hit hard on the first step and put a crack in it. All right, let me get out of Vinnie's way. All right, guys, I'll update you once he starts grinding, and we'll see how it goes. Actually, I'm gonna open up the gate so he can throw it into the fan in the trash because it's way back here, and we can see what the dumpster looks like here, if it's got room for that step. So somebody's doing laundry. I love the smell of laundry. There's the laundry room, guys. Yeah, we got a lot of room for that step. You can just break those blades, guys. They just snap right off. I only brought Vinnie's van today, and We got the one van today, and because the parking's kind of thin here, and Alicia brought her car, and we don't need much for that. But all right, yeah, we're gonna be changing that light fixture and the one up there. Okay, he's gonna prep that and kind of get to see where the welds are, and do a little grinding. We'll catch up to that in a minute. I bought this helmet, maybe 15 years ago from Harbor. Where did I buy that? Harbor Freight Tools, Al? Yeah.
What's that?
This helmet.
Yeah.
And I box it every time, since we don't weld a lot. I just box it up, and I don't tear the box up. I just fold it back. It is missing this side, but I just fold it back up like this, and I put some tape on it, and I don't rip it open. I use a knife, and I put it back in the same old bag. This bag is so old, I'm surprised it's still. And I got some extra lenses in here. I got his welding gloves in here. And these were new from Amazon last year, but over here, this is for an old helmet that I have. Sometimes the reason why I have it is I want to look at his welds. So I'll hold this, I'll just take this out and I'll hold this up to my eyes and kind of just see what I put it up on my helmet here and my hat, and I just kind of look. And then he's got another one of these and clear lens for it. So I always keep that together. And thing, like the damn Jenner, almost looks brand new. It is, the bag is starting to rot. But there we go. It gives you a chart what to put it on, and it says about 11. I think he's got it set. It turns around, but I think we put it right around 11, and then he can adjust it accordingly. We don't need it at 11, to be honest with you, for that kind of welding. It's not that intense. It's a 110, not a 220. So this side, just a little bit. Then see what you're doing. Let's see here. All right, he's got most of it. He's got one little spot. He went up there to look to see if there was any on the other side. Cut good?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got that side. He's got that weld cut pretty good. He's gonna go check the other side, and then he can put a flat bar, see if he can crack the weld. Okay guys, now he's gonna have to crack it from this side here, so you have to do the same thing. So if you want me to take your hat, I will.
No, just here.
I'm on your way.
Yeah, I just don't know where I can swing my legs.
I got you. I'll watch the. Okay guys, you get the point. He'll just keep going after it until he's got it, and then he'll take that flat bar and he'll put it between the step and the metal and see if it wants to crack without bending up the legs. Okay guys, he's gonna just test it is all he's doing. If not, he'll get back with the grinder because we don't want to bend those legs, those risers. And if I know him, he's probably going to go back to the grinding wheel. So after he gets that ground up, and he wants to try again, I'll get it on video. Meanwhile, I'm going to go change the battery. Okay guys, we got Alicia. She's got the fan down. And we love these fans because look at that big plate. Most of those older fans and some of the newer ones have this little, there it is, right here, this guy. This is where, you know, you get wobbles when you have a fan on high speed and it's got just this little mounting bracket where it barely covers any of the drywall. There's two things you want to look for with a fan. Number one, if you can get it without a pole and get it like this, flush mount. This is a flush mount fan. There's no pole whatsoever. That'll reduce the wobble right there. This right here's the picture. This is a flush mount, no pole, right there, and that'll reduce the wobble almost like to nothing. And then having this extra large mounting plate pops it off. Look how much drywall that sets on. That other one barely sets on any drywall. And then over the years, as it wobbles with a pole, it starts breaking the drywall off, as you can see right here. And before you know it, it's loose. And so you got two things. You got this pole that is your enemy right there. And you got that little bracket that's enemy number two. So with this particular fan, you get a nice big base like that and no pole. All right, let's go check Vinnie. I hear he's hammering on something. Any cracking?
No.
Okay, he's gonna go after it. I'm gonna stay out of his way while he's grinding. Okay guys, she has her plate and this fan comes with a little hanger. It has a hook on the black part of it and she can hook that fan right up there. This is where she's wiring it all up. You get 3 wires, well you get 4. You get a green ground that she grounds to the plate and the box grounds to that big black plate. Then you got your black, which will go to your white. I'm sorry, cancel that. You got a white wire that goes to your white. And then you've got a black wire coming out from your house here that goes to your blue and your black. So your black wire coming out of the ceiling will attach to your blue and black. The black is for the motor, the blue is for the light. Take your time with this. Hey guys, I'm going to show you something. I went outside. I don't think there's a window here. I'll have to take you outside. I advertise in 2 magazines. Even though I can't keep up with what I got and it's a waste of money, I still advertise there because I've been there for 20 something years and old habits die hard.
Vince?
Yes?
One question. This?
Let's see, turn it again. What would be your choice? What do you guys think?
I think,
I think the dark one, because Brandon likes black.
yeah.
So you got some black in there.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah. let's do
Okay.
it.
Okay. Anyway, I advertise in 2 magazines. And they're all management related magazines. And they both cater to property owners and that rent their own properties and the management companies. And I've been in there like 20 something years and don't even need to be now. And there's another company called Buffalo and his prices are crazy. One outlet, $65. Let me go out there and show you before he drives away. Anyway, I always tell Vinny, who in the hell is going to pay $65 for an outlet and $85 for a GFCI? You know, and if you go multiple, it's I think $55. Anyway, he's here working in one of these buildings here. Maybe my prices are too low. I mean, basically, my pricing, here he is, Buffalo. So, let me see here. Anyway, my pricing is a $125 minimum. I have to have $125 to roll out to your place. And me and Vinnie and Alicia will tackle at least 1 hour worth of whatever. We might, you know, if it's just a simple wall switch, we get paid $125. It's a minimum. But if we come out there and we got 3 or 4 outlets and a wall switch, it's $125. But when it gets into the second hour, then we really don't work by the hour. We kind of just look at it and pull a number out of our ass and give it to them. But with that being said, for instance, a faucet. A kitchen faucet is our minimum, $125. A bathroom faucet, our minimum, $125. If we have 2 faucets, we'll say the kitchen will be the $125 and the bathroom faucet with a new pop-up drain would be $115. Toilets, around $175. If it's a problem toilet, you know, where we need to do something with the water closet, then, you know, we go accordingly. Usually if we have multiple outlets, like we're going to change all the outlets, we might charge about $15 a pop and about $25-30 for GFCIs, simply because they're fatter and hard to pack. So maybe that's why I'm too busy, is because my prices are too cheap. I looked at his toilets, $250, you know. And he can either, not with the toilet, $250 labor, you can have the toilet there, or he can bring one. Some sort of outlets. How much was his outlets, Al? Was there some ridiculous amount of 60? What was it? You saw it.
What?
How much was they charging for just one outlet per outlet?
65, I think.
With multiple pricing or no multiple? It had
No
no multiple pricing. $65 an outlet. To me, I don't know. Then what else? Do you remember anything else that kind of caught your eye? We always check our competitors. Alicia would call our competitors and act like she's some dumb idiot that she needs this and that and how much. You know, she'll call and say, I have a 4-plex or I have a 6-plex. I need this and I need that, and she'll get some prices. You know, such and such. And yeah, sure will. So anyway, he's out there, my competitor. Here you go, son. Now guys, when you run a battery down like he's doing, I fill it and it's warm. I don't put it on the charger right away. I let it cool first, and then I put it on the charger. That helps a lot. But anyhow, guys, we'll let Vinny get that step. He's still grinding on it because he knows how important it is to not bend that metal. And that's why we're changing our prices. You know, we're going to be like $275 for that step later. So with a step, I think it's $101 for tax. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gouging at all. So, and for 2024, I told everybody I'm going to start raising my prices a little bit. I told Alicia and Vinny, and so we've kind of like nudged up, we've nudged up our prices a little bit. What's up? Huh? It's almost there? Okay, let me get a picture of it. And for the invoice. That's okay, one side at a time, buddy. See, he's got it all ground up. And let me get a picture for the invoice. He's got the welds all ground up. And hold on, guys, while I zoom in on that and take a picture. He's got it all cracked, no bends in the riser. Looking real good. Now what he'll do is he'll come on this side and he'll run his flat bar over here. Now where the other people screw up is once they get one side cracked here, what they try to do is they try to lift the step and break that one with force. And they twist that whole riser up trying to break it using the side that they broke already. So Vinny ain't gonna do that. Vinny's gonna work on it and break it the right way without trying to twist it all up by wiggling this side or lifting it. On this one you can't really lift it because of that lip, but all right. Alicia's coming along really good here, putting her light kit in. So, all right, guys. What's next? Oh, there's your light kit. It's just LED, right? Okay. Let's see here. I got a picture of it. Invoice using the lighting kit. These customers think these fans are kind of all assembled and you just pull it out of the box and wham bam and it's installed. They don't realize it comes in segments. And on the next one, I like to take pictures. I like to lay it all out. And I'm going to go do that right now. I'm going to lay out the next fan in pieces so they understand. Right now, we're charging, if we go to do a fan, we charge $125 minimum. We usually will hang it for $125, unless there's some issues and it's got to be shimmed or the box is loose or the box floats up in the attic or whatever. We have to repair that, then it's more. On this one, because it's my most favorite and biggest account, which is Grand Property Management, I'm probably going to do these for about $95 a piece. So I'm going to go over here and lay all this out and I'll show you how many pieces we got there. I'll let you watch Alicia put that together. I think I'm in the frame. Okay. Hey guys, just to show you what this light looks like, since I have it in my hand. Let me see if you can see it. This is the light kit right here. So, kind of weird, huh? See all the diodes in there and all the crazy stuff? LED. That's the back. Well, looks good. How many pulls do you get on the light? Does it get brighter and brighter or what? See how there's no wobble? That's on high speed and there's hardly any wobble. On and off. Is that on high?
Yeah.
And now guys, I don't know about this one. I'm going to look in a minute. But these usually have a switch on them that you can either push the air down. But if you're saying you got a coffee table here and you're doing paperwork and it's blowing the shit all over the place, then you stop it. Yeah, it has a switch. You stop it, you turn the switch, and it goes the other way, so it sucks the air up like this. So they do have switches on them that you can suck the air up. But now that's on high, and it's really quiet, and it's really no wobble at all. So we're doing good there, guys. And here over here, this is what they look like disassembled. When you buy the other ones, the ones like we're taking down, they have a lot more parts because of all the lenses and shit, but this is more modern, less parts. So you got everything right there, so not so bad. I got a vacuum. She's cleaning her mess up. Let me get the vacuum for you. It's better. All right. Give her a battery here. No, shit, don't even need it.
Oh, we got more in the closet.
That's paint. take that off though, because they'll think it's us. All right, so do we need that on or just a light? I can pull it. Which one's the chain? This one?
That's the light. And that fan, that's the fan.
Okay.
That's medium.
Yeah, I can see it slowing down. And that's low. And that's off. So on this, it's opposite than most fans. Most fans, the first pull is low, second pull is medium, and third pull is fast. On this one here, it's opposite. The first pull is fast. So here, I brought you a Twix, Alicia. Eat it when you want.
Okay.
Halloween candy, guys. Alright, so over here, what do we got Vinnie doing here? Mom's got one fan done. He's slowly working on it, and I'd rather him take his time, because when you bend those risers, then you got to spend an hour trying to straighten them up with a crescent wrench and a hammer, and it's not good. But if you take your time and get it off right, the next one will weld right on, and your welds come out better because they're not warped, and it's just a whole much better situation.
It popped right here and cracked.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you get this side.
Okay, cool. So it's coming,
Yeah.
little by little. 2 pieces of rebar in here. If you just take a sledgehammer and knock where it's cracked, and knock some more, you'll break that whole piece up, and then you just cut the rebar and you can get in from this angle.
I was just gonna pivot and see where it's loose.
Yes, but try to make yourself some space by knocking that corner out with a sledge.
Okay.
Why he's replacing this fence,
The switch is broke, and the other one has a burnt motor, but because that one has to be changed, he doesn't like the ones on the pole for the simple reason he wants them to match, but this has got a broken switch.
Oh,
Watch.
okay.
See, not that one. No, now it's on high.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. It turns, but it doesn't
What is
go on.
this kind of
Yeah.
don't like it much, right?
He doesn't like it when they, because tenants call and say, hey, my fan, guys, the reason why he doesn't, tenants always call when they're on high and they see that wobble and they're scared it's going to fall off. What happens is, as these fan lights age, the blades start to droop. And when they start to droop on high, you get a wobble. You know, it's not good. You have balancing kits, but even the balancing kits don't work once the blades get a little droopy. Let me know when you're ready to pull that down. I'll take it. Just ready right here. Okay, guys, let's catch up on Vinnie, since Alicia's got to go get a washer. Now, he's got one side completely broken loose, and he's working on this side, but normally we could just break that sucker and have him cut the rebar, but like Vinnie said, he showed me why he's going to take his time with this, because look underneath here. All these gas meters. If one of those heavy chunks of cement break loose and slides down just like it's doing right now, and it hits those pipes where these gas meters are and cause a leak, we'd be screwed. But this here will kind of break the fall right here. Well, anyway, I'm gonna set this up better. I'm gonna get something that we're not trying to catch the shit, we're just trying to have something that'll break the fall and hit here.
So this is what we're facing right now. As you can see, that hole is fine, no problem. It's in a good place. But this one right here, and it's a washer in there. So if you put this one, it's gonna give it so much support. That way it doesn't, of course, I guess I need to grab into it. Having it like this is not safe. Even if you think you're grabbing half of that, it's better to have this one in there.
What do we have?
I put a ground there, a box. I got my tube. That one, the box is too small, so it was right into the big hole in here. I put a fender washer to kind of...
Okay, what she's doing is, what she wants you to see is that because the screws are a little bit on the small side, on one end, she put a fender washer to really grab a hold of it. It grabs a lot more meat.
Yeah,
and
over
then
here.
she put her ground, and then...
Usually we go straight up with this one and we forget this.
Yeah,
Make
you always
sure-
want, this is your decor.
Make sure you put this one because
Yeah.
that's what's gonna.
Then you have to take it
cover
all
the
off if
screws.
you forget it. It's not needed, it's just a decoration.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
Like that.
forget it and have to
So
drop
let's
it and
drop
unwire
in
it.
there. And then we go here,
Hook it up in the little hook up there.
there, and now we're gonna.
Do your wiring.
And like I said, you remove 2 screws, which is gonna be on this case the back. This screw right
Yeah,
here.
you leave
And
2,
that.
yeah. That way, because you
That
got,
we can.
yeah, because these come with 1 hole and 1 split hole. So you got to remove the full holes. That way,
Which
when you
is
push
this.
it up, you'll clip it on those, yeah. So she'll remove those. And then, of course, the yellow wire is her light switch. So the yellow will feed the black and the blue on the fan. Show them the wires on the fan, the black and blue.
Right here.
So you got, well, actually, it's different on this
In
one.
neutral.
Usually it's a light blue.
And
What
then
color
we
is that
have
one?
black
And dark blue.
and dark blue.
Yeah, usually
These
it's
two
light
they
blue.
go together, which is gonna go in this case. Connected to
yellow.
my yellow one.
That's right. Okay. Before you grind that off, Vinnie, you're gonna want to set your new step first because you may need that as spacer. Because sometimes it's so full of weld on the inside because those are warped and they have to fill it. If you grind it off, then you're gonna have to fill it. If you put your step and it sets right on those 2 metal plates on that step, what's gonna happen is you won't have to fill it and put a washer or put something in there to fill it. You'll just weld on their weld. You'll clean up their weld and you'll blend into their shit. You get it? And you won't need no spacer. Now, if you put it on and it wobbles and it needs to be removed, then we remove it. But I have a funny feeling that if you put it on, that's going to act as to your benefit. So you don't want to automatically grind the welds off because somebody had to fill those spots and you can use them to your advantage. So let's go get the
Should I clean up the sides though?
yeah, you could take a wire brush, just get a wire brush and just wire brush it the best you can, and you'll burn through it. Remember, we're not doing like long welds, we're just doing nice fat spot welds, okay?
We decided to go with a darker color instead of the light color.
Hey Alex, can I just take the camera for a minute and
Yeah, I'm just gonna show what I'm gonna do here.
now let me bring the video over there.
So I'm just gonna feed those plates in there. As you can see, it's got 3 holes and it goes right in here. So I'm just gonna put it in there and put the screws while he does something with the camera.
Okay, she's gonna go ahead and put these all screwed up in there and screw them in, and I'll show you what Vinny's got over here. All right, guys, he's got the step off, no damage to the risers. He's wire brushing the areas. We usually have an electric brush on my van, so he doesn't have to use that, but that's good enough. No damage whatsoever. Took time, but hey, he'll pay for it. See, this is what I was telling him. Sometimes people will just automatically grind these pieces off, but they were needed. The reason why they're there is because somebody had to fill that gap up. You can see how far it went in, so it was a filler. Well, hell, why take that off and put a new step and then have to fill it again? Put the step down and then just weld from that to there. Now, let me show you the way the step comes from the shop. Here's a brand new one. That's the front. And then Vinny, you got to wire brush the plates over here because they got cement on them. Usually they come contaminated. So there's the plates right there. One down there is kind of rusty, so you just clean it where you need it. You don't know where it's going to hit, Vinny, so you just clean the whole piece. Gotcha. This thing here has 2 rebars that are welded to that plate. You got 2 rebars, 1, 2, all the way through, and then that plate is welded to the rebar inside to hold it in. All right, well, we'll let Vinny clean everything, and then he'll holler for me, and I'll help him put that step in, and then we'll get to welding it. Alicia should be done with that fan by the time we do that. So let's go up there and finish off that fan, or watch Alicia finish it off. We'll go from there. Okay, there's Alicia finishing off the fan. Okay, I'm gonna
The screws are in, as you can see. Just make sure they're tight. And now we're gonna go to the next step. And then we have our power, which has an arrow. And there's another one, another power that connects to this one. It's got another arrow, so you connect them together. And now, like I mentioned to you guys, I have my two connections here. They have an arrow. Just put them facing each other and connect them. And we have two remaining connections, which is gonna be for my left kid. Same on this one, we have the keyholes. I just remove the one screw, and then I connect my black to the blue over there, and the white to the white. And this one we just gonna put up there. It has some kind of 3 nipples in there. You just put it there and you twist it up. And this is gonna go like this. That's not coming down. And then we finish with the pull chains. One is for my fan kit, and the other one is for my light. This is for my fan kit right here, and that's a light. Sometimes the pull chains, they have like a light bulb and fan blades, but in this case they're plain, so it doesn't matter which way you put them on. And we're done. That's the fan and the light.
Don't let Dad see this. Throw this away.
Oh, what is that? Oh, damn, where you found that?
You know him. He'll fucking sand this shit down, WD-40 spray paint it,
Hey, make it work. It might work.
and give it to me and say, "Oh, this is new, Vinny. Here you go."
That's right.
Look. Couldn't you see that, Dad?
What?
Look at this.
Well, that's for the gas casing. I should meter off.
Oh, you weren't gonna try to sand it down,
No.
WD-40 and paint it for me?
No.
Oh.
That's for the gas meter. Hey guys, just to let you know, sometimes on these here, see how thick these cabinets are right here? The lid and the drawer. Well, these come with a certain size screw that are usually too short for those. So all we do, these are 8/32. So Vinny's got a package of screws, a plastic thing of screws with 8/32 and 6/32. You just take them and you take the longer one, you see if it works, and if it don't, you just take your tool right there and feed it in there. This is what it comes with right here, see? And these are way too small. So Vinny gets the longer ones, and usually the longer ones will bottom out. So you take your tool here and you thread them in. One side has threads and the other is no thread. You run it through to the, you run the thread side first. Like if this is the thread side right here, you run it through first. Let's see. Here's your thread side here. You thread it in and get it where you want it. And then this is 8/32. That's 6/32, that's 8/32. So you thread it in, and then when you thread it in, you line it up with the other hole and you get it to go through. And you cut it, it cuts right here. This is your mark. And then when you back the threads out, when you back the screw out, this cleans the thread. If you put it in the other way and thread it, and then you cut it, your screw's going to fall out and you're going to have some screwed up threads right here. So you put it in the thread side. This is where the threads are. No threads on this side, threads on this side. So you thread it in and then you make your cut right here. It snaps it between the two holes, and then you unthread it out and it cleans the threads. So that's if you run into, shoes that are too short. Yeah. Vinny has got everything cleaned up, all the rust off, and he's got his new step there. All right, well, let me
Just kidding.
Alright, so anyway, let me make sure that it's set where I want it.
Yeah.
Guys, what I normally do is I have them put it in place and then I actually walk down on it. And I kind of feel whether I want it in more, out more, and I got to do it 2 or 3 times. Basically, I just step off like I would, and I see, like on this one, my toes are sticking out more than this one. I'm thinking bump it out a little bit. Measure the distance from here to there, and let's see what we get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there. We'll see what we can do. And guys, you don't have to worry about the shims because if it wobbles, it's the same as a toilet. He'll get a couple washers and he'll shim it so it gets the wobble out, and then we'll weld those spots and we'll weld that washer. Everything will be copacetic, I guess.
It's hard to see.
Okay, wait, don't weld it yet.
Alright.
Look, he wants it's hard to see, he said.
Can you give me a hammer?
What is it? Oh, come on, Vinnie. You videotape that shit.
Anyway, guys, the way I like it is I like to look at it and see, just eyeball, because you can't really do a tape measure because everything's warped, the wood's warped, everything's warped. So I just eyeball it to the next one. And Vinnie, if you could you tap that one either out a little bit,
This side out?
or that one in, just a hair, like a 1/4 inch. There. Now we're looking better. Okay, let me walk it. Now what I do, guys, is I want to make sure if I walk it, you got to think people with bigger feet, you don't want their foot to have this much overhang. And the other ones are set outward more or inward more, but that don't make no difference because here you can put your heel in like that, your heel in, no problem. It's that last step is usually the tricky one because you're limited. So I like coming up here, I like to feel it. That really does feel good there. Okay, so Vinnie, I'm gonna say that's the money right there. Okay, now put a level on it this way and that way, and then put some shims, like some washers. Not that way, there's nothing you can do about that too much.
It's almost level.
Yeah, level. Now what I want is this way. So get up, and then what you're gonna do is shim it either back or shim it up.
It needs to go uphill.
Okay, then go find the washers and shim it with a washer, where to get the wobble out of it from underneath the best you can. And then you don't even have to weld those washers. Once we get it welded, that'll be good enough. You can take the washers out.
That'll be for this corner.
Or if you can get the washers where you're gonna weld, you can weld it in.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, call me once you have it where I can try it. Alright, Alicia's got all these handles on, one over there, one here. She's working on this one. She's gonna fix this hinge next. She said it's not broken. I thought it was broken, but it's not. The screws came out, so she's gonna put some bigger screws in. And she's working on this guy right here. So, anyhow, let's take a look at her fan. All right, her fan really looks good. Let's turn the switch on. Let's see. Okay, works good. That's high. Make sure we get no big wobble on there. Looking really good. So, anyway, I'm looking out the window here, guys. Right there. That's off. I mean, that's medium, that's low, and that's off. We'll leave the light on. That way it's on the switch. Okay, guys. These look new. They should have put the dates on them, but I can tell this place was vacant about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. So this is probably only 2 years old. So we're gonna let it ride this time. Alicia's gonna put a curtain. Oh, she did it already right there. So curtain rod there. What I'm gonna have her do is have them ride the tile. That way it doesn't come down. And if the people that buy a curtain rod need to raise it, they can raise it. Usually what I do, guys, if I'm gonna have to ride it that high, I put, you know those closet door cups? Let me see if I can show you. Let's find a closet door with a cup. Okay, these are inlaid. No closet door with cups. Okay, they make these cups that go right here. And what I do is I put some double stick tape behind them. And I use that exterior, that red label tape. And I put it behind the cups, and I put a cup there, and I put a cup there. And then I open it and expand it, and that shit will never come down. Because you put a curtain rod on it, and you can only get it so tight, and then kids or whatever, they're playing with the curtain, they pull it and the whole thing falls. If you put those two little cups with extra, it's called exterior double-sided tape. It's by 3M, and it has red on it. You put one cup there, and you're good to go. Hey, Vinny? Vinny? Yeah. Let me just show you something while I'm videotaping this, because I'll forget. I was telling everybody on here, Vinny, when you use if you're not going to ride the tile and put it, above the tile where it won't come down, you put those closet door cups. You know those cups that we get for closet doors? Put exterior tape on them. Put one there, and then you expand that in there, and the thing will never come out when kids play with it or adults pull too hard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Is that just extra?
Yeah, your mom put these in about 2.5 years ago, I think. Yeah, she did. That's why they're still like brand new. Yep. All right. New angle stops and everything. Remember when you put those two bathroom faucets in, Alicia?
Yeah.
They're still looking good.
This one was broken.
Oh, that's why I say give you a new one. It's right there. Here's a new one, right there. I didn't even expect you to fool with that. Remember I said? New.
Oh.
There you go. New. Alright guys, he's going to shim that step and then we'll go look at it again. Okay guys, he's got this pretty good right where we want it. So basically if we look under here, can I have that knee pad? Thank you, son. If you look under here, he's got a nice spot to put a big old booger there, the spot weld there and there. Then over here, he can go ahead and put a nice big spot weld there. Here he'll put a little filler because everything is perfect right there. Guys, when you ground off, I'm no welder, okay? But I'm just saying what works for me. You can use this part right here. You can polish, get the paint off and use this part right here. But when you have a painted surface like that and you really don't want to knock all the paint off of it, just use these edges, these sharp edges. You get in there like that and you get it where it's nice and tight. Bring it to where it's at its tightest part right there and just eat into it. Cut into those two lines like that. And then Vinny, just to catch the slag so you don't get this shit all over, take a piece of cardboard, who cares if it burns, and just put it right on top of here. That way you don't drop a bunch of, you won't though, don't worry about it. Anyway, you just cut into that. This thing's got so much pressure, it's cutting into it as you do that. And most of the time, and always get your ground as close as possible to your work. But just get into it like that. Just get it to the... I'm going to kick you in the ass. Okay, so now we got that thing biting in. That should be a good ground. It's minimal, but it's cutting in there pretty good, and it should ground really good. Okay guys, it's going to be a little tight out here. Alicia's going to change this light fixture. She's already started. And Vinny's going to get this thing going. Yes, fire it up, man. Scared or I wouldn't like that, you should jump. not going to come off. So, and he's only welded twice in his life. What I need to do is get him some metal and let him play in the backyard. But we really do need a stick welder. So anyway, this is all good enough right here. I mean, that step is going to be a bitch to get off. You know, I've seen a lot. Look at these guys. You want to see, look how big this one is right here. That one's like sloppy. It's not, you would think that wouldn't hold, but it holds. You know what I mean? Let's look at some of the, look at this guy's bunch of gob, whoever did this one. So it's not like it's artwork, you know. This shit ain't artwork. You just get it, and you just put a fucking weld to it, and it'll hold. They all hold. Over here, that was a little bit of a weld. Over here, somebody had heyday with that. They're not perfect welds by far. Look at this. This one broke. So hey, this one's piled up over here. So when you consider what he did here, these are 3 strong welds. They're not going to go nowhere. This ain't going nowhere. This one ain't going nowhere. Yes, it dripped a little bit, but look at the side of it. He's got so much contact on this plate and so much contact here, and it went in. I can see where it went in right there. Here he had a little drip, a little snot hanging down, but who cares? This here, he looks like he lost it a little bit. He got this part good, but then he veered off to the side. But you know, I'm gonna buy him some metal, and I'm gonna buy a stick welder and let him learn with that. And before you know it, he'll be out here fixing things like this. Because I told him, I said, you got to get good enough, Vinny, to fix that boot, because they're going to be calling us.
Don't go up one more.
They're going to be calling us to put a new boot and a new piece of metal, probably right up to here, and he's got to be able to puddle it and make it look nice. So I'm going to buy him some square tubing. I'm going to buy him a stick welder. If I have to, I have a 220 generator at home if we need to step up. I was hoping to try a 110 on Amazon. That way we can use it more often than not without having to set up too much. But I'm going to try a 110. If I don't like it, I'll return it to Amazon, and then I'll go ahead and buy a 220 from them. I always buy from Amazon because they allow me to try shit and send it back, no questions asked, and then I go ahead and I buy what I want from them. So, all right, Vinny, you did a good job. Let's call that done. And yeah, jump. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Have Nana do it.
Okay, we just got that in. It looks nice. Now she's going to work on the one down there somewhere. She was able to mimic the texture. There was a big asshole there, and she even like put texture on it to match that other shit. Really looks good. Okay, there's one more spot on the other side. Okay guys, the step is done. And Alicia, there's 2 holes. I showed you 1 hole earlier. And Alicia's fixing that with that premix shit. She's doing a damn good job. Now there's another hole. Where's that other hole?
I don't need to stop.
Where?
On the left side of it, where the bracket goes.
Huh? What step?
I'm talking about the same.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
If you guys look there, there's another hole right there. I'm gonna get a picture of that for the invoice. Let me see if I can get a picture of that, guys. Yeah, they need that on the invoice. So there's one there, and then there's Alicia working on another one. That really looks good out. So, oh, there's a little bit on the inside here. Maybe when you do this side, do that side. Okay. Get a picture of that bottle. Let me see. Let me come around. Alright guys, it looks like everything is looking good. So, oh yeah, that looks really nice.
She did a paper.
Huh?
She did a paper.
Yeah, let me see here. Alright guys, that's looking pretty damn good. Look at that, she's doing a great job. Let me get a picture of that. Let's see. So get that shower head off. Get a screwdriver. Take this tip out of the screwdriver.
Oh, this is coffee.
Listen. Put that in there and use this without the tip. Okay. Now, these guys, when you buy these, one end has to go to the wall and another end. It'll tell you on there, there's usually a sticker that tells you.
The straight
But
side.
if there's no sticker, you put the straight side in the wall and the curved side is your shower head. What I wanted to do is put some plumber's tape and some plumber's dope on this end. And then over here, I want some plumber's tape here and then wrap it up so you can put some plumber's dope, and when you unwrap the tape, it'll clean the threads wherever they want to stop. So here, let's get this open. We'll use this over. This shower arm I'll keep for something. Why don't you throw this on your truck for an extra? It's good. Clean. It's almost like new.
Here.
Let's see what you got. Okay, now take some plumber's dope. There you go. Spin it the same way that you wrapped it. Okay, now go start it in the hole. That's good. You won't make no money moving like that. Let's go. Now, get in there, make sure you don't cross thread nothing, get your light. Make sure it threads easy. Make sure that pipe's looking straight. Is it threading? Good. Guess what? You forgot something. Your flange.
I didn't forget.
Hey,
Slide it on.
try it. Okay, right there's good. Okay, but you're gonna need to look inside for leaks. So keep it upward.
Oh,
Okay.
might not. It won't work.
Why?
Because you're in the curve. They put it out too much. So for me to, you see, I thought like I'll bend it and maybe push it. I could probably do it if I push it hard.
Let's see, push it.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, let's try it. We'll cock it. Go ahead and get that thing screwed on. If not, we'll do something different. Okay, now I think you need another
One more?
turnout. Yeah, one more. How's it feel?
Tight.
Stop slow. I want to feel that little bit so I know. Okay, so now, I don't know if that's going to work. Do you know? I overdid it anyway, but let me see. Right there. Okay, so now run this sucker up, and you know how I like, look, you know how I like this on the bottom usually, right there. So go ahead and run that up there. One day he'll get this, guys.
This is a whole head.
Now just, I like it with the adjustment. Yeah, get it as tight as you can by hand. There you go. It's looking good.
That's not me. Okay. So here's my setting. Right here.
Okay, so it's pretty much in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if it leaks. Oh, I need a new shut stop. Okay, it's not leaking, so that's a good sign. Now when you peel it inward when you get to the part where it's, you know. There you go, peel it inward. There you go, don't go slow so you don't rip it out and then you defeat the purpose. Perfect. Now it's nice and clean, right? Yeah. So nothing leaking there, we're good to go. We'll call that, I guess we'll call that good. We'll call that good, we'll call that done. So we'll turn that off.
What are we having for dinner, Mom?
Oh, it's Friday. You know she's gonna do something good.
No, she ain't. Look at her. Look at her.
She's gonna say Jorge's. What do you want, Jorge?
No, it's just whatever we have left at the house. I made
What do we got left? I know you made mole last night.
Mm-hmm.
You have carne asada from the other night.
No.
Oh, it's gone? Okay, but you still have it.
Yeah.
And then we have enchiladas. She made homemade enchiladas.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be good. But if you're tired, we can just get some Jorge's with it or something different. I don't care.
Sounds good.
Whatever you
What
want
are
to
you
do.
craving now?
Hmm?
What are you craving?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Vinnie, put some caulking on the bottom of that. That kind of separated. Look, Al.
Mm-hmm.
A little caulking right there. See,
Where?
right there. Because we had to slam that thing on, and it was a little bit on the rough side. It kind of popped. Don't force it back down. Let it go where it wants to go, so it doesn't happen again. So, well, guys, I'll try to edit this video. I've got some videos, guys, that are a little older that I should edit first, but they're so long that I wanted to put some out, and between my jobs, between videotaping, between editing, invoicing, keeping the van up, you know, keeping it clean, it's hard to find time to edit, but I'm going to edit. Hopefully tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining, so I'll try to edit something tomorrow.
We're not working tomorrow?
Well, we have a job for tomorrow, but it says 76% rain. So if it doesn't rain, yeah, we're going to go. But if it does rain, I'm going to stay home and edit.
Alright, then go James.
Okay. Oh, that looks good. Let me see. Let's see. Oh yeah, you did a good job. That looks nice and clean, man. Really good. Really bueno. Yeah. Okay, let's close. Allie, can you kind of wipe the tub out a little bit? And there's some water on the floor here.
We'll try it.
All right. Well, hey, let's say goodbye. We're all done, guys. Well, before we say goodbye, let's go look at Alicia's stucco patch first, and then we'll say goodbye. See if you guys approve. Let's see here. We vacuumed up everywhere. Alicia cleaned the countertop. We cleaned the floor. She went all over with the vacuum. Okay, she's got that patched up there. And she's got that patched up pretty good down there. I need to get a picture of it, and over there as well. So, all right, it's all done there. All right, it's all done there, all done there, and there. And our step is in the perfect spot. It feels good, right where my feet need to land. And then when you step down, nice and tight. There's a lot of loose steps, guys. Once I buy Vinnie that new welder, stick welder, and he practices, I'm gonna bring him over here for free and have him pack all the loose steps, because the place is close to our house. So all I have to do is tell management that I'm going to let Vinnie practice on some of these steps, and they'll love it because they get free labor. And we'll tack. There's like 4 or 5 steps that actually wiggle. So anyway, let's find Alicia. Hey, Allie. Want to say goodbye? Let's start over. I don't think they're gonna like that.
Oh,
Let's try. Let's do take 2. Hey, Ollie.
Hey,
Want to say goodbye?
bye.
All right.
You need to clean the bathroom.
Whose jacket is that?
Yours.
Will you take it home with me? With you?
You need to clean the bathroom.
Shit, you need to. Hey, say goodbye, Vinnie. I'm gonna go pack this up. All right.